I'm joined by the Wicklow manager, Jonathan Neal, after that first game for Wicklow in the Christy ring. A nervous finish, I thought, Jonathan.
God, yeah. So look, it's championship hurling. It's always going to be close at the end, like ourselves and Tyrone. I think we're all around the same level. They beat us twice last year, once in the league and in the Christy ring up there. So we always knew it was going to be a tight game. Even if we were well ahead, they were always going to come back at us.
You got a great opportunist goal just before half time, left you 1-12-9 in front. It was good going in at half time with that bit of a lead.
Yeah, I think it was a nice ball in, like a long ball in. I think Podge got a nice touch to it, and Jack had a lovely little touch and finish into the side of the net. It was a great goal, and I think we kind of needed that little goal, that extra little bit of 5 or 6 points going in at half time. I think we needed that.
Yeah, and then the second half started, it was touch and go, but they got 2 opportunist goals themselves that kept them in the match.
Yeah, well, look, I think the one up here, I think we're a little bit unfortunate with the free. I think Luke had the ball, stuck it over the bar, and the ref overturned it, and yourself, like a long ball into the box, and it kind of hit off one of our lads in the end. Like, these things happen, but the good thing about it is when you look at the 2 goals that they got, like, we went up the field straight away and got a point, which means like our team are progressing all the time. They didn't panic, as you always say. Like, if you concede a goal, try to go up the field and get a point, and which the lads did.
Good to have John Henderson back.
Oh God, yeah. So look, we all know what John is like. I think he's the best hurler in Wicklow for the last 10 years, and to have him back in there at centre back, he just reads the game so well.
Now, not everything went right. A few frees went wide in the first half. I counted 3 that were probably scoreable. That probably, in your day, you never missed them.
No, but look, frees aren't easy, and if you look, like, the lads that we have at the moment aren't hitting the frees for their club team.
Yeah.
So, from club frees to inter-county frees, there's more pressure on you and stuff like that. But we're still back in training. The lads will be at them again at the week, and they're only going to get better. Like, Porrick was on them today, he nailed the first 2 all right, and he missed the next 2. But look, he's only starting out on them. He'll be good on them for the rest of the year.
I think he's seemed to be very good from closer in, but as the distance went out, probably that's where he was losing the accuracy, maybe.
Yeah, but look, he's carrying a knock there as well.
Yeah, I saw you took him off.
He missed 1 or 2 frees, but his play from general was unbelievable. He got 2 or 3 points, and he set up a couple of scores. So these things happen. You get frees, you miss them.
I think it's great that you have a big man at full back and a big man at full forward.
Yeah, well, look, Andy's in a full back, and that's just kind of the way it happened out through the year. We started with John in there, and then John got injured, and then we were trying Tommy, and stuff happened there with Tommy, and then Andy just ended up back in there. But sure, Andy was there for the Nicky record, so it's not a new position for him.
Yeah. Now, team-wise or squad-wise, are you short anybody? Expect anybody else back, or is this it? Has your head to Donegal next week?
No, Jack Phelan should be back next week, and John Toomey's still not available next week. But no, Jack Phelan, and maybe another injury there. We should be okay.
I think this banishes those couple of wins. I know we spoke to you here after losing narrowly to London. It's nice to have a win under your belt and you're back up in the horse and going again.
Yeah, the Mayo game, you're down to 14 men, and it's hard to win. But we've been saying all along, championship hurling's different than these lads. We're here in Aughrim. The ground is hard. And the lads, that's what you hurl for. You train for that in the middle of the winter. The league is the league, but championship is championship. The ball's faster. Lads are fitter and stronger. So we train for championship.
And an away match next week, Donegal. Not an easy task either, Jonathan.
No, look, they had a great result against Kerry earlier in the year. So I think we're well underdogs, but we'll go up there and certainly we'll give it a go.
Okay, thanks for taking the time. Wish you well.
No problem. Thanks.
Well done,
Thank
Jonathan.
you.
Thank you.